Very good morning, students. Welcome back to the other session of PHP. So here in this video I am going to explain the database access with PHP using MySQL. So here see what is the database. So database is used for storing the data and you can connect the database with the PHP using some steps you need to follow. Okay, so before we can access to the MySQL database, we are supposed to connect to the server, database server. Now how you are going to do that? Okay, so server name, so localhost, suppose the database is present in your local system, so then you are supposed to give the localhost. Suppose it is present in some other remote system, you are going to give the IP address for over here. So username, $username, so this server name, username and password, these three are the variables which are used for storing the server name, username and also the password. So username is the username of MySQL, password is given at the time of installation of the MySQL. So those two you are supposed to give here. So $connection is equal to new MySQL server name, username, password. So this is how you are going to create a connection. Okay, so for checking the connection whether it is successful or not, you are having a condition if $connection to connect error. So this is a predefined one. So if the connection is failed, it will get enabled and that will be printed. So die connection failed. So means if you are not able to connect to the server, or else if you are directly connecting to the server without any problem, so then this particular message will be printed, connected successfully. So here you need, for opening a connection to the database, you need to have a database where it is present the username and the password, and this is how you are going to connect. That is connection. This is a variable. New is an operator. So server name, username and password. Okay. So this is how you are going to open the connection to the MySQL. So now after connecting, suppose you want to create a database in using MySQL. So you have a statement called create database MyDB. So create database. So okay. So create database is a statement used for creating a database. So create is a statement, database is used for creating a statement. So this is how you are going to create a database. So this is an SQL query. So create database MyDB. So MyDB is the database which you are going to create. So this particular SQL query you are going to store in a variable. The name of the variable I have given is SQL. So now it will execute. Now the next statement is we are supposed to execute this query. Okay, so here I am going to write a query and storing in the variable, and the next step is we are supposed to execute that particular query. So you have a function called query function used for executing a query. So connection to query of $SQL. So $SQL here. So this is the statement I am having in the SQL variable. So that is create MyDB. So triple equal to. So this triple equal to is what I have explained earlier. That is identical operator. So if it is true, that it is created successfully. If it is not true, if there is some problem in creating the server. So here whatever you do, so first you need to establish the connection, compulsory. This is mandatory. So this one I have explained in the previous slide. So that is this is a server name, this is the username of the database, and this is the password of the database, and this is how you are going to establish the connection for the database. And then this is how you are going to create a database. Okay, so create database is a query used for creating a database, and MyDB is the user defined database which you want to execute. So remember, whatever you are going to write a query, that is stored in this particular variable, and then you are supposed to execute the query. You have a function called query function used for executing the query. So the same way how we can create a table. So in the starting lines, you are supposed to create a connection and establish the connection between the PHP program and the MySQL server, and then see here create table. So this is how you are going to create a table. Okay, and storing in the variable SQL. This is a user defined variable, that is SQL, and then you are supposed to execute this query. So $connection implies query of $SQL. So query, remember this is very important function. Query is used for executing a query in PHP. So query function $SQL. So after executing this, if it is true, then this table is created, my guest table is created successfully. So this is how you are going to create a table. See, the procedure is the procedure to be followed is same in each and every program, but the difference is that the query, suppose you want to insert any content onto the table, then you are using an insert query over here. So the rest of all the procedure is same. So here see, this is what MySQL query, MySQL insert data. So here insert into my guest first name, last name and email. So in this my guest I have three fields, that is first name, last name and email, and these are the values. Okay. So this is how you are going to insert the content. So again this query I am going to store in a variable called SQL, and now here I am going to execute that SQL variable using a query function, and if it is true we are going to record it. We are going to insert the this particular values successfully onto the table, that is my guest table. The second one is this is for inserting a single record. So second one is suppose if at all I want to insert a multiple record over here. So I am using a concatenation operator, concatenation assignment operator, dot equal to operator. Now see here, this is what insert into my guest. So this is the first elements to be inserted, that is John Doe, john@example.com, and the second value I want to insert. So SQL dot is equal to. So we are going to concatenate this insert statement with another insert statement. Okay. So in the second insert statement I am using Mary Mo, this is email ID, and then the third dot equal to means what we have appended the first insert statement, and appended the second insert statement, and appended the third insert statement. Okay. So in this way you are going to insert multiple records onto the table using in PHP. Okay. So here as these we have inserted multiple queries, right? So we have a function called multi-query used for executing those all multi-queries or multiple queries which are present. Okay. So here we are as it is a single query in this example, we are using only the query function over here. See here. Okay. Now in this we have a multiple insert queries, so you are using a multi-query function used for executing. So multi-query of $SQL. So $SQL is a variable which stores all these multi-queries which is true, then new records are executed successfully, or else it will throw an error. What is the problem of inserting? So in the same way we have a prepared statement, like how we have a prepared statement in JDBC, the same way we have a prepared statement. So con prepare insert into my guest first name, last name, email values question marks. So here we using this we can insert multiple elements. So the main advantage of this is you can insert multiple elements into the table. Okay. So here you have a function called bind param. So bind param, here you can see this binds the parameters to the SQL query and tells the database what the parameters are. Okay. So this is the main use of bind parameter. Okay. And this SSS argument list the type of data that the parameters are. Okay. So here S is a string, means what? Here first name is a string, last name is a string, email is a string. So that is the reason I am going to give SSS. Okay. So now next step is we need to set the parameters for that. So first name, suppose here I have first name is equal to John, the second name, last name is Doe, and the email is john@example.com. So first statement is executed, statement to execute over here. So now this particular three elements are inserted onto the my guest. Now I want to insert some other elements. So Mary Mo, Mary example. So after inserting I want to execute that. So if you are executing, then it is going to insert. That next is third row I want to insert. So these are the third row values and execute statement. So sorry, execute function. So now here this particular this particular query, that is insert into my guest, is executed, and then Julie @example.com are inserted successfully, and you are going to close the prepared statement and you are going to close the connection statement. Okay. So this is how you are going to use a prepared statement in MySQL PHP, right? So next is selection data. So now see, I want to select some data or I want to display some data. Obviously, I am using a select query. So, over here, so I have select ID first name last name from MyGuess. Okay. So, result is equal to connection to query of SQL. Now, here see, I am going to select the data. So, I need to print it. So, I need some other variable for storing the data. See, like in JDBC, we have result set interface. In the same way, we do not have any interface over here, but here you are using some other variable for storing the content. Okay. So, here this is what the query is. I am going to execute this SQL query and storing the content into the result variable. So, result to number of rows are greater than 0 means what? Suppose I have 3 rows, which are number of rows are here now 3. Okay. So, 3 is greater than 0. So, it will print the first row. So, for initially the row is assigned to 0. So, fetch associate function. So, now it is going to print the first row values. Okay. Next it is incrementing 1, next 2, next 3. So, like that it goes on incrementing unless it does not satisfy the conditions. Now, you need to know here you need to know two functions, number rows and also fetch associate functions. So, the number rows function checks if there are more than zeros inserted. So, here in this example I have inserted 3 rows. So, now it will print 3 rows data. Okay. So, it is this number rows is used for checking whether how many number of rows you have. Okay. And depending upon this function the elements are printed. And here we have fetch associate function puts all the results into an associative array. Okay. So, associative array is one kind of array which is present in the PHP used for storing the key value pairs. Okay. So, thank you.